On Monday's installment of Piers Morgan Uncensored, the host was speaking about the recent case of a woman challenging a school on not wanting her young son to take part in a pride event over religious beliefs. With legal action now being taken, Piers questioned what age it's suitable for children to learn about gender and the LGBTQ+ community. With the same concern highlighted in America, Piers welcomed Fox News contributor Tomi Lahren to share her thoughts on the matter. The stateside guest slammed the decision to be teaching radical LGBT grooming in schools as she told Piers it's wrong to bring it into an educational curriculum. Tomi called the idea of teaching children about gender identity mind control as she commented children don't need to be exposed to explicit material. After a lengthy rant sharing her strong opinions on the debate, Piers went to Paula Ronadrian in the studio, who was shocked by what she'd heard. She said, "I'm concerned a commentator could use the words radical and grooming when we're having a very sensible conversation about helping children to understand who they are." Piers interjected by explaining a poll showed that 78% of Americans don't want to see children at the age of 4 learning about a certain ideology at school. Paula asked, "But what kind of ideology? What exactly are we talking about?" The host replied, "When you start teaching kids, I mean the BBC for example had one of their teaching videos that said there were over 100 genders. The BBC should not be teaching children there are 100 genders, one of them was astrogender, which is an affinity with the stars and one's flying around the moon. I'm sorry, I do actually think that children should not be exposed to that kind of claptrap." The video in question has since been removed by the BBC following a series of complaints in 2021. Understanding Sexual and Gender Identities formed part of the Big Talk series on BBC Teach. According to the Christian Institute, in response to complaints, the BBC said the resource was being willfully misinterpreted by parts of the media before adding, "We have made the decision to retire this film." Elsewhere in the debate, Piers spoke to LGBTQ+ rights campaigner Peter Tatchell, who sided with schools teaching children at a young age. He told the host nearly half of all lesbian, bisexual, gay and transgender pupils in the UK schools have been bullied, teased and sometimes subject to violence over their sexuality or gender identity. Peter commented, "This education in British schools is designed to combat bullying and to promote understanding and acceptance. None of the teachings in British schools is sexually explicit, nor is any of the material in United States schools. It's all about promoting understanding and tolerance, so what's been said is a complete misunderstanding of the teaching, and I think any parent would want their child to be brought up in a school where understanding and acceptance of difference is valued, where people are not bullied because of their sexuality or gender identity." Sharing his thoughts, Piers told Peter he didn't disagree with some of the things he highlighted, although the main issue for him was age. The Talk TV host added, "I just think the idea that at 4 any child should be exposed to anything like this is ridiculous. I really do, they're just nowhere near old enough to understand or even begin to understand any of the stuff that is being taught in this way." Express.co.uk have contacted BBC for comment. Piers Morgan Uncensored continues weekdays on Talk TV from 8 p.m.